Wow. I can't believe how many people are absent today. This is crazy.
Seriously. I know Jessica was sick last week, but now it seems like the whole school's sick.
I don't understand how that happens. Like you said, Jessica was sick. I can understand how our close friends might get it, but the whole cheerleading squad? Jessica isn't even a cheerleader.
I know, right? Jessica had the flu last week, but what's crazy is that people are still getting sick while she's absent.
I think I know where we can figure this out.
Magic locker.
Magic locker.
Let's go.
Oh, wow, look at these viruses.
I don't think they're all viruses. I think these are cells.
Where's the virus then?
There it is.
That's just one virus, though. How is that one small virus supposed to make people so sick?
I don't know.
Wow, the virus and the cell look pretty different.
What are the differences between a virus and a cell?
The first thing I noticed is how much more complex the cell is.
Yeah, and look at the size difference. This complex cell is much larger than the other one.
Yeah, and the virus doesn't seem to have all the same parts as the cell.
Whoa, what's it doing?
It looks like it's infecting the cell.
How is it able to do that?
How do viruses infect cells? Let's take a closer look.
Wow, it looks like there's something special about the outer coating of the virus that tricks the cell into letting it in.
Yeah, the cell is welcoming it in.
Gullible cell, if you ask me.
There must be certain viruses that have a special coating that allows them to infect specific cells.
What do you mean?
Well, that's why everyone has all the same symptoms, because this specific virus infects the respiratory cells.
Oh, so if you have different symptoms, then you must have a different virus that has a special coating that allows them to infect different kinds of cells.
Whoa! The virus burst and all those noodly things are moving toward the center of the cell.
What's it doing?
It looks like the virus's information is being copied by the cell.
Now they're being coated with something and sent back out.
And they are getting covered with a special virus coating that lets them infect the cell in the first place.
That's a lot of virus cells.
That are infecting more cells and being replicated again.
How come it didn't replicate outside of the cell? How come it had to infect the cell before it started reproducing?
How do viruses reproduce? Remember we learned in biology that viruses are non-living?
Yeah, so it must not be able to reproduce without the help of the cell.
So, after the cell is infected with the virus, how come you sometimes don't get sick until like a week after you've hung out with the sick person?
There must be some viruses that just hang out in the cell for a while before they activate, and some that activate sooner. So viruses are small, they can infect cells, and they can activate quickly or remain inactive for a while. This is explaining a lot, especially why so many students are all sick at the same time.
How could the virus have spread to so many students without Jessica coming into contact with them? Jess must have come into contact with someone and passed the virus on to them. They probably didn't even know they had the virus because it was just hanging out, inactive.
So then they must have passed it on to someone else, and then a chain reaction started.
Wow, so students must have all had the virus, but it was just inactive, and it all activated around the same time. That's why so many kids are sick right now.
That explains a lot. Come on, let's get back to class and wash our hands. At least we can try to stop spreading the virus.
Good call.